Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Kathy, and today we're going to talk about another gift that the Whittakers got with a big old string attached from Patrick. Yes, it is a vehicle. Patrick was showboating today, giving the Whittakers a vehicle. I think it was today. And like every gift they've ever gotten, there's always strings attached, and we're going to check this out, what happened. Now, this is what you call a non-gift. Patrick wants people to see him give this wonderful SUV to Larry and Betty, I guess. And it's very staged, very, what would you call it? Virtue signaling. Patrick, I believe he's trying to do some damage control, and I believe that he needs to do something because his, ratings are dropping down to an all-time low again, and I think he needs something to boost that. You know what I mean? So what better than to give the Whittakers a vehicle? Well, there's a lot better things, but in Patrick's mind, I think he thought this was really going to be the cat's meow. You know what I mean? Giving the Whittakers this wonderful gift. And he did it just like, I remember seeing pictures where Elvis Presley gave his mom a pink Cadillac. It just reminds me of that. You know what I mean? Now, I don't really go on Facebook, so maybe like once or twice a week I'll look at Patrick's, but here we go. We're going to listen to, and get this. Get this. So this is, oops.
All right. No, Patrick did not buy the Whittakers a new car.
This is a ghost. That was the video underneath it. She's catching on. And I think a lot of people are catching on. The thing is, Patrick gives this vehicle to them, but there's strings attached, like always. Now, there's so many just things I see wrong with this. For one thing, they don't need a vehicle. Another one, they have one that apparently they have trouble even keeping gas in, okay? What they do need, though, is the money that Patrick owes them and the money that Eric owes them. They would really love that, I'm sure. But he films this, and I mean, very staged. He's got the vehicle, and Patrick gave him for a little ride, I guess, in it. And now they're standing outside of it with Patrick's camera rolling. And you can see Betty just like, oh, God, every time we get a present, something bad happens. And it's usually out of their own money. So what they need right now is money that is owed to them so they can make repairs or whatever they need to do in their house. And most important, they need an attorney. And they don't need Patrick to do that either. They need their money that is owed to them by Patrick and Eric at this time is tens of thousands of dollars. But instead, Eric presents this vehicle to them, and he says, "Yep, but there is a string attached. We cannot see BJ driving it. I don't even think she's allowed to be near it," which is weird. If somebody gave a vehicle to me and said, "I better if I see your daughter in it, even riding in the passenger." Anywhere near it, I'm going to take it back. Well, see, I don't like presents with strings attached. I don't know who does. And at this point, I don't think the Whittakers ever want to see another present with strings attached, just like that, the cabin in the woods, the log cabin, Amish cabin they never got. That had all kinds of strings attached. But today they get a vehicle with, again, strings attached, no BJ. And some people are cheering that on, but I mean, don't people see how wrong this is? To give them another gift with conditions? Have we learned nothing from the last one? Now, I'm going to play this video. And he's going to start out by telling her to, I forgot, I think he's told her to shut her mouth or something like that. He's not in the mood for her, whatever. Okay, we'll go ahead and play it.
But don't be grouchy with me today. I'm not going to put up with that shit.
Now, why would you talk like that to anybody? And this is how you're going to present the gift. You just don't be grouchy with me today. I'm not going to put up with that shit. Okay. You know, and they want to be paid. Okay. So I suppose they're trying to be nice to Patrick because they want their money. They really need it. Probably more than anybody. But instead, he starts out with telling her, don't be grouchy. I'm going to put up with your shit. Okay, great way to start this out. Go ahead.
Yes. Question. Larry?
Yeah,
What do you think about that ride?
it's right good.
Huh?
It's right good. I ain't drove it.
You ain't drive it?
No, it's right good.
Well, it's your ride.
What?
That's your car. It's yours and Betty's car. I got it for y'all.
Got me shit.
Here.
Man, he is shitting you because it's just a loner with a bunch of strings attached. Now you can see how Betty's not jumping up and down for joy. She looks at her brother like, Larry, this isn't good. For one thing, I thought Patrick was done with them and he was talking crap about him. And now all of a sudden he shows up with this gift. The last thing they need is another vehicle. They need their money. And it kind of looked, I don't know. Anyway.
Here's the key.
Oh, and he gives him the key. There you go. There's the key.
Not mine.
It's yours, not mine. Because don't worry, he's got the other copy. Okay? He has his own copy. That one's yours.
For the title.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Larry. Larry says, where's the title at? And Betty looks very confused. She has not jumped up and down for joy because she knows this is going to be a problem. Like I said, every time they get a gift, something bad happens. But go ahead.
Title will be in tomorrow.
No, but there's a string attached. No, the title isn't going to be here tomorrow. That doesn't how it works. That's not how it works. When you buy a vehicle, you either walk out with the title from the dealership or whatever, and they mail it to you or whatever. You don't go back the next day and get the title. That's just weird. I mean, maybe, but nonetheless, this title is going to be in Patrick's name. It's going to stay in Patrick's name. There's the catch.
Okay.
Thank you, Pastor.
You're welcome. I know y'all need something.
Yeah, they need to get paid the money that you owe them, and they need an attorney, and they need repairs on their house. They need everything but another vehicle.
Don't look good. You might as well look damn good.
Yeah, you might as well look damn good while your family's God knows where and everything else. And this is just another example of the misplaced priorities that I've seen in Patrick's life from the get-go. I mean, he's handed tens of thousands of dollars and he still hasn't put in one repair on his house that we know of. Still don't have walls, still nothing. Without buying, worried about looking damn good. I mean, where people's priorities are at is beyond me. I would have taken every penny of that money and that house to be looking like the best one in the county right now. But people with their misplaced priorities, yeah. And this is all photo op, you guys. This is just this is to make Patrick look good, because I'm going to tell you, when you see this, who is looking good in these videos? Who makes this look good? Does it make the Whittakers look good? Nope. It makes Patrick look good, and that's the whole goal. It's showboating. Patrick wants the credit of giving the vehicle without actually giving it to him. Might as well look damn good.
You know what I mean? Betty, what do you think?
That's your car. My car.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah, Charles.
Okay, Pastor.
Don't be grouchy with me today. I'm not going to put up with that shit.
That is just bizarre to me. Right there, I mean, the fact that he didn't even cut it out just shows you how he's treating these people. But, okay. So there is other, and like I said, I don't really do the Facebook thing, but there are other clips where he says, yep, there is a condition. You can never, I better never see BJ near it, or she better not be caught driving it, and blah, blah, blah. The title's going to stay in Patrick's name. Okay, well, that's going to be a huge problem. Because at any time, God forbid they're pushing a wheelbarrow or something, and Patrick thinks it's filled with drugs or anything, and whatever Patrick, anytime he gets a wild hair up his ass, he can just say, I want it back. And he's already got the other key fob, so he's just going to get it whenever he wants. And it's just so many questions like, okay, so it's in Patrick's name, and you guys are driving. Who's the insurance in? I mean, anybody, raise your hand if you see this happily ever after story. Because I guarantee within 30 days there's going to be a story from Patrick or whoever that this exploded. But you see, Patrick's already got the brownie points. He's got people praising him, but he's got other people asking questions like, wait, why would you have the title in your name and you can take it back whenever you are upset at them? I mean, that's not a gift. That's a loaner at best. But like I said, what about the insurance? And say, God forbid they run out of gas in the middle of the night and take somebody else's gas and they get the license plate. And now what? And it's in Patrick's name. Because I'm going to tell you, back in the 90s, I used to buy vehicles from the police auctions. And I used to flip them. And at first I was kind of not really worried about the title so much. I figured they'd be excited to put it in their names. But a lot of people did not take the car out of my name because their name, they didn't have a license or whatever. So people would leave the car in my name. And I learned not to, I got a mosquito in here. Anyway, I learned that people don't take it out of your name. And what happens is, so one night, like in the middle of the night, I had the police pounding on my house with flashlights, wanted me to come out because a vehicle that's in my name just boosted a bunch of tools from Home Depot out by Mall of America. I'm like, what? They told me the car, and yeah, I had sold that a long time ago. But they didn't put it in their name. So there's a lot of problems when you have somebody else driving around in your vehicle. And I'm going to tell you, to this day, I don't borrow my vehicles to anybody. I just don't. Very close family members, maybe a friend. But, yeah, I just don't. Because there's so many problems, so many things that can happen. And, so yeah, I'm very careful who I hand my vehicle to. And if they've got like a history of, doing bad things with the vehicle, no, I wouldn't be borrowing it to them. But anyway, so this is not going to end well. I believe it's just showboating, trying to bring his reputation back up, make him look like a good guy. But, it's not, you can't even say it's a gift. You can't say you gave the Whittakers anything. You're letting them drive it until something pisses you off. And then say there is a accident or something. Whose insurance is this on? And you know what else? All right. So they're going to drive this one, right? I don't know who's going to pay the insurance on this second vehicle, but what about their vehicle they already have? That red vehicle seems to be suiting them just fine. They don't seem to need a second vehicle. But now, I drive two vehicles. I have two trucks, and I always have them insured. I drive them back and forth. I try to switch back and forth because when I let one of them sit for too long, it has problems. Letting a vehicle sit, I've done it. I've just forgot to drive the other one for a while. And if you don't drive them for a while, there's problems. They get problems. And so what's going to happen to their other vehicle? So say they sell the other vehicle, the red one, okay, because they got this new fancy one. And then next week, Patrick takes his vehicle back. Now they got nothing. It seems like every time they get a gift, like I said, something bad happens. So they're going to end up worse than they already are. They already got a vehicle. They don't need another vehicle. They need their family back. They need an attorney. They need the money that's owed to them. They need probably repairs on their house. They need all kinds of stuff, but they don't need another vehicle. And they don't need to look damn good while the entire rest of their life is gone to shit. You know what I mean? Like where people's priorities are is just unbelievable to me. Okay, so whether they keep the other vehicle or don't is just going to be a disaster. Like I said, putting insurance on 2 different vehicles, or is Patrick going to have the insurance? I mean, makes no sense. None of this does, unless he's just trying to make himself look good. It's like I said, there's nothing. It's not making the Whittakers look good. It's making him look good. That's what he thinks. And it's so funny because Larry was like, I don't know, maybe a little hesitant, but kind of happy. Betty didn't crack one smile. She just got told basically to quit being crabby or something. Or some other, whatever. She just got insulted. Then they gave him this vehicle with strings attached. Like I said, how is this going to work out with having 2 vehicles? It just, anyway, nothing but showboating. Nothing but 100% publicity stunt. And a question for Patrick. Interesting that you have this money to just give gifts like this when you admitted you're holding out the Whittaker's money. So this really looks bizarre to me. I just can't even imagine owing somebody tens of thousands of dollars or whatever you owe them, holding out, and then giving them a fake gift for a photo op to make them more money. So Patrick's making money off of this. He's getting his popularity back. They don't get nothing but a fake gift with a string that's going to get yanked back at any moment. I mean, just unreal. And they'll be, like I said, they're going to be worse off than they started, like always. And just wait till when it breaks down, or God forbid they get in a fender bender, or something happens to it. Okay? Now, who's going to be the demon if something goes wrong? Who do you think's going to be the bad guys? It's going to be the Whittakers again. Oh, look, they didn't even care about that truck. Oh, look, they had it towed. Oh, look, it broke down. Wow, they're so ungrateful for these gifts. Like, okay. I mean, who can't see what's coming? And like I said, treating her like a piece of garbage, saying, don't be grouchy with me today. I'm not going to put up with your shit. Like, that's how the video starts. So you know right off the bat, it's just going to go downhill from there. But anyway, thanks for listening. I did hear that Whittakers are going to talk to somebody on Friday, I guess next Friday, about seeing their relatives, which is good, because I just don't get how they... I mean, it was like one of them Nazi movies where they come in and just grab some family members and haul them out and don't tell you why or where they're going or nothing. It's just like gone. Like, wow. That was weird. Anyway, so I hope they can visit their family, but I wouldn't even have accepted this vehicle at this point. Anyway, I just keep insisting on the money that Patrick and Eric owe me. But that's just me. Anyway, thanks for listening. Peace.